Hi, so we're group 10 and we're going to go over our real world startup analysis of Frontify. So Frontify is an all-in-one brand management platform. It consists of consistency, which is to maximize brand consistency through centralization, and efficiency, which is to lose redundancy, boost efficiency, and to get things done. And lastly, it involves the involvement part, which is to involve others while maintaining oversight. So some of Frontify's successful stories include the brand management stories from used by Facebook, Pepsi, Alliance, and Lufthansa. They all used Frontify to improve their brand management. These are companies of different sizes and industries, which all used the Frontify platform. So the product, on the Frontify website, you can go to the product, which includes guidelines of different style guides, and they have a libraries with different media, icon, logo, and documents. And they also have the integration. They use Sketch, Slack, Adobe InDesign, and Segment, and they have the project, which includes the workspace and publisher. So some of the use cases by Frontify is that they have solutions by functions, which includes the brand managers, marketers, designers, developers, and HR managers. They also have the solutions by application, which is the brand portal, digital asset management, design system, brand guidelines, and brand templates. And lastly, they have their main cases, which includes the enterprise, agency, and team.
All right, so the pricing is broken down into 4 options. The first one being a free option, which is good for initial startups and smaller companies. Then there's a $79 a month option for smaller businesses. Then there's a team option for $279 a month. That's for your more mid-sized companies. And then there's an option for much larger enterprises. And that pricing varies depending on the number of people, employees, and such. And then the pricing model is monthly, annual, and quote-based, which is nice that they have all those options. So there are a lot of competitors, as we can see from this list. There's even more than this. They all do very similar things with the digital asset management. But this does indicate that there is a big need for this type of software. So that's reassuring.
All right. As far as how much money they've been able to raise thus far, in 2018, they did their Series A funding and they raised $8.3 million. This was mainly to fuel the product innovation as well as their expansion in the US market. Then 2 years later, at the beginning of this year, January of 2020, the company went into their Series B funding of $22.3 million. And this was mainly to expand their worldwide reach. And as far as their revenues and profitability, the most I could find on their annual revenue, since they are still a privately owned company, was roughly $3 million. As far as profitability goes, it is known that after both rounds of funding, the company was generating revenue, which is good. So we're assuming that they're relatively profitable based on that capital that they have been able to raise up until this point, and the fact that they were generating revenue after both of those rounds of funding. But like we said, it is slightly hard to come up with a exact number because of their private status.
All right, so one of the first things that we noticed looking at this company's website is it was really simple and easy to navigate and understand, which was a really good sign. The next thing that really stood out about this company is the fact that they have so many big companies using them already. Another thing that was different about this company versus the competitors is the three different price packages. A lot of the competitors were solely quote based. Um, Next, the company supports many different languages, which is big, meaning it can be applied worldwide. And the company has many resources to use. Some of the weaknesses that we saw were the small customer base. Right now, I think they only have 2,500 customers. It's a relatively small company, indicated by the 135 employees. And it's the leap of faith hypothesis is that they can get companies to choose them over their competitors.
And then this is, as far as our recommendation goes, we have decided to invest in Frontify. The reasons why we decided this were mainly based on those multiple success stories from the bigger companies using the platform, such as your Facebook, your Pepsi. Knowing that some of these larger companies are using this platform is a really good sign of their usability and just ability to get those larger clients. Another aspect that went into our decision to invest is the fact that the previous investments have been able to generate revenue and grow in new places as in US expansion or worldwide expansion. That's also a good sign to us. We, based on that, are confident that our investment will be used to grow the company. And then the last thing is the fact that there are a lot of internal strengths that will help Frontify succeed in the future, such as the fact that it supports multiple languages, so that's great as far as worldwide use. And again, just like having those bigger clients is a really good sign. So that concludes our real world analysis of the startup Frontify. Thanks for watching.